Welcome to this week's Read the Bible Together session. And we're continuing our Old Testament year with the story of Rebekah and Isaac. Now, this relates to Abraham, and you'll soon find out how that relates to Abraham. If you have been following along the last few weeks, we've talked about God's promise to Abraham, and then Sarah and Abraham's special visitors last week. And now the story jumps ahead, and you'll see how God's promise is played out. Of course, we are reading from the Spark Story Bible from Spark House Publishing. You can follow along in Genesis chapter 24 and chapter 25, verses 19 through 28. So grab your Bible and join us. Rebekah and Isaac, okay? Maybe you've heard of these names before from the Old Testament, and they are related to Abraham. So here we go. God kept the promise to Abraham that he would have many children. God promised that Abraham's son Isaac would have lots of children too. And when Abraham was very old, he asked his servant to help find a wife for Isaac. The servant needed to go to a place where the people believed in God. So he went on a long, long journey to the town where Abraham grew up. When he got to the town, the servant knew that he needed to find the woman who would be Isaac's wife, but he didn't know how to find her. He prayed to God for help. He said, God, I will go to the well in this town and ask a woman for a drink. If she gives me a drink of water and offers to get a drink for my camels, then I will know that she is the right one. So you see the camels and the servant at the well waiting on a woman to come. And it was the woman's job to collect the water each day for each household. So that's not something strange for him to be waiting for a woman at the well. And as you heard, this is the story of Abraham and Sarah's descendants. So the servant waited patiently by the well. In the evening, a beautiful woman came to fill her jars with water. Her name was Rebekah. The servant asked her for a drink, and Rebekah replied, Sir, here is a drink for you. Let me get some water for your camels, too. Rebekah showed wonderful kindness. The servant believed God heard his prayer. God sent me a very long way to find you, he told her. God has a plan for you to marry a man named Isaac. God has promised that you and Isaac will have many children. I have always wanted a big family, Rebekah said with a smile. I know that God keeps promises. I will marry Isaac. And after Isaac and Rebekah got married, Isaac prayed for children. Isaac and Rebekah had twin boys named Esau and Jacob. Isaac's children were Abraham's grandchildren, just like God had promised. And there you can see Rebekah at the well, and then Rebekah and Isaac with their twin boys. And the story will continue. So you are also part of Abraham's promise to God. And so think about all the things that God has given you, the things that you pray to God for, and take time to give thanks, and then to continue to pray and grow in your relationship with God this week.